Let's start. Uh, Yesterday we talked about the CSS for the page layout. We talk about how to do the box model and also how to add the width and height, not always related to how wide and how tall the element occupy on the page. We also need to consider about border, margin, padding, those. And we also mentioned how to center a block element. You have to add a width on that. And then you can use a margin auto, basically is margin zero auto. For the left side and right side, we ask a browser to decide. Then browser will divide the white space evenly. So it's gonna be center our block element. We also mentioned some related to the position, like a position static, position relative, absolute, and fixed. We will do take a look at the exercise I put on the test and quiz yesterday, okay, in the afternoon. And then we also had one more, which is display flex, which will do the layout for one dimension, either horizontally or either vertically, okay. Now today we will have two content. One is HTML forms, and the other one is regular expression. And for the forms, probably you won't see we won't actually submit our request user forms because we haven't learned the server side. So after we learn the server side, we will get used to the forms a lot. Today we just introduce all the forms. And you will also see the last selector, which is the attribute selector. Now let's take a look at this lecture. HTML forms generate and process users' input. Users complete HTML forms using different data widgets, and we'll see many like input type. Yesterday we have an input the thing, right? Oh, sorry, I forgot. I put it there, but I forgot it should be today's lecture. Like we'll see many of them, and the server will process the user information submitted from the forms. And later on, after we learn the node, we will submit our forms using JS, not directly click the submit button, okay? Forms are a communication mechanism connecting a model with a remote view of the model, and in this case, providing input to the models. Forms collect and send information to the server like our sensory system collect and send the perceptions to our awareness. Okay. So here, introduction of the form. Inside the form, it has a group of UI controls that accepts information from the user and send information to a server. Okay. This one, because the form later on, we will see example. Okay. This one. Okay. So when we define form, this method here can only have two. One is get and one is post. Okay. So this say the information sent to server as a query string. This is referred if the method here we use a get, then you will see the URL gonna be attached all the form information. I will show you later. Okay. But if here we use a post, then it still will be a query string, but this query string is in the body, which in the URL you want to see it. Okay, it's still a key value pair, but we cannot see it from the URL anymore. This part I will show you later. JavaScript can be used to create interactive controls. We will see later after we see the JavaScript, which is gonna be here. Okay. Because here is introduced JavaScript language, but here we will learn the DOM. Okay, then we will use it. We can have multiple forms on a single page, but forms cannot be nested. I will show you after we introduce the form. Okay, I will show you what this one and this one. And here have example of form. Here is the input text and text area, radio button, a checkbox, submit button, reset button. We'll see all of them in future slides. So now form. How to create a form? Use a form tag. And inside the form tag, you will have lots of other elements. So first, if you want to have form, you have the form. And inside between this opening tag, closing tag, or form, you will have other like input, text area, button, selector, or others. We will see later. Okay. Now let's take a look at the other thing. What is the action? Action is where you want to submit this form. Okay, suppose we will submit to Google, then we can put a Google URL. I will show you in a minute. And for the method here, you only have two options. One is get, one is post. Okay, and for encoding type, you have three. And this one is what's thing. This one is default. So no matter you wrote or not wrote, this one is default. And for this one is when you submit a form, and in the form you have what's thing, file uploading. Suppose I have a file uploading, choose a file to upload, right? With this default one, it won't do anything because that is supported for file upload. And if you want to file upload, you have to have this one, which is uploading a file, okay? And this one is not recommended. This one is used in HTML5. Is used especially when you have some errors you find in the form, but you couldn't find, and you wanted to do some debug. This one, all the text are sent as a plain text. But with this default one, when we see here, suppose I have a JavaScript. Suppose I say class, okay. Can you see here? When I type here is a white space, right? But here, when we submit is what's thing? It's a plus sign. It will do like the conversion for those white space. But when we do plain text plain, it will not do any encoding for you, okay? And this is not officially recommended you use for debugging, not used for the real form submission, okay? Non-validate is which specify the form should not be validated when we submit. This validation is HTML5 validation. We will take a look at, I'll show a demo in a minute, okay? And this one is autocomplete. Do you remember sometimes if you already, especially you fill some, like Amazon, suppose you already fill the form for your address. If you go to another shopping website, it sometimes will give you autocomplete the feature, right? That's the thing, okay? So first, let me show you a very simple form, okay? Since we don't have a server side, we just submit to Google, okay? A form intro.html. And here we will do a very simple one, just to have a form, okay? And the form here, we will have action, and we don't have a server side. Let's use Google, okay? Let me see what's the URL here. I will just use this one. To this part, sorry, to this part. And the method Google is use get. If what I want to do is when I click on my submit, it will go to a search in Google, okay? By default is get, and the only two options, either get or either post, okay? And I will use get, and here in the Google, we have input. We will see input later, okay? Type is a text. This is the default one. And we will have a name equals Q. The reason why name is Q, because here is a Q, okay? And that's gonna become key value pair, okay? And I will have a button submit. Okay, so what's gonna happen is when I open this one, yeah. Then I type JavaScript and I click submit. It will send a request to Google. And see here, this part is a query string. Do you see here? Do you remember the first day we said all the things after question mark gonna become query string? And why here is Q is because the name here I use Q, okay? And what is this JavaScript is what I typed here, right? If I type MIU, okay? See if we have MIU. Oh no, okay, this one, right? So see here, take a look at MIU. This one is automatically added by Google, okay? So we ignore it. But this part is what we did. And suppose I give a post. Then we will have some error. We want to see the result as we see before. Suppose it's a post. Okay, I type a JavaScript again. Can see? It's an error because what? Because the Google search is a get. You have to give a GET request. But now I use a POST request. The Google doesn't support, so you have these errors here. And we will see more examples after we learn our server side because we haven't learned server side. So I just use this as an example, okay? So far I already demoed this one as a query string. Do you see that the question mark Q equals whatever I typed? And this one is talking about on a page, you can have multiple forms, okay? You can have multiple forms like submit 1, 2, submit 3. It's fine, no problem. You have 3 forms, okay? All of them like a JavaScript. It works, right? You can have multiple forms, but don't do like this way. Don't do like this way. You got me? Which means do not do nested forms. You want to know what kind of behavior the browser will do for nested forms. We can do a test, okay? I don't know, okay? Because I never wrote a code like this way. Let's do some, suppose this one is go to search one, okay? This one is correct. This one is the wrong URL, right? Let's see which one is gonna go. Probably different browser gonna do things different, okay? JavaScript definitely, this one not working, right? That's good. Get is also not work. Okay, JavaScript not working, right? It do have go to scale script, but let's take a look at this one. It also goes here, but in our URL, this submit should go to the search, not the search one, right? So don't do nested forms, okay? Don't do nested form. This is wrong, okay? So that's this line talking about forms cannot be nested, okay? So form. Now let's go to take a look at this one to show you. Let's skip this one, okay? Let's take a look at the form controls, which is what kind of things we can put inside the forms. First one is called input. Input is a very powerful tag because based on the type you give, it can have lots of things, okay? The first one we will see is input type is text. Type is text is by default is a type is a text. So no matter you wrote or not, it's gonna have, it's gonna be type of text, okay? And you can give a size, okay? Which is you can have a size attribute, and the value is integer, which is the visible length of the text box in characters. You can have a maximum length, which is also integers. This one, like this one, which was a maximum number of characters as a user you can type into that text box. This is autocomplete, the same as give suggestions to. And autofocus is make the control initially receive the keyboard focus. We'll take a look at it in a minute, okay? And non-validated, after we learn patterns, we can add regular expressions, ask browser to do the validation, okay? Based on our regular expression, this one will indicate you ask browser validate or not validate, okay? And the placeholder is a hint or example for users to type. And a pattern we will see later, which is for the regular expression pattern, okay? And this required is the browser should display an arrow if we click submit button. If we click submit button, if it's required, then you cannot leave it blank. Okay. Now let me show you example for the input type text. All of them. Okay. Most of them, not all of them. Okay. Put text .html. Let me see. Okay. I will do for these inputs. Okay, just inputs. Because input has many, okay? The first one we will have a form, and our put action is hash, which means submit to current one, okay? And we can do a method, which is method is get by default is get, okay? And then we will have what's the input, okay? type text. This one is default. Suppose, let's just do like this way first. Okay, button submit. Okay. We see this is default length. I don't know how many characters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. You see here, the total visible characters I can type in the by default is kind of like a 22, right? Then you can control user size here. Suppose I give a size which is a 9. You got me? Then when I refresh, can you see it being shorter? And the thing I can see is yo, it should be 9, but let me see because of the A, B, C. Visible length of characters. It should be right, but it seems not 9. Okay. Anyway, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it should use the widest character. Okay, because each character or number, the wide is the width is different, right? It uses the widest. Okay, see here. Then I have to move, right? The widest W, okay. That makes sense, okay? Because when I use one is narrow, okay? Now let's take a look at this one. Maximum length. Maximum length represents how many characters you can type, okay? Suppose I use 3, okay? So even though we see 9, right? But I only can type 3. See here, I'm keep pressing, okay? You cannot type more, okay? That's the maximum length you do, okay? What others? Let's demo some. Oh, this one probably you will see pretty often. Placeholder. Suppose this one I will use 8, okay? Placeholder. Please enter your name. You will see like this way. Please enter your name. Let me make it larger. 20. Okay. You see this one, and when you focus your cursor here, then it's going on. It's gone. You got this one? This give you some hint, which is different from value. Your name. Okay. Take a look at difference. Okay. This one and this one. I will show you one more time. Okay. Placeholder. Placeholder is you will see when you open, but when you type the first character, it's gone, right? Now let's take a look at the value. Okay. Can you see the value? And the value now I type her. Okay. Sorry, I make 8. Okay, like 20. Okay. See, when I type, value is already the value. When you submit, you will get this value. Okay, this is a default value. Okay, so that's the difference between values and the placeholder. Let me add another one, which is the last one. Do you see here this required? Okay, so let's add a required here. Now I will click, first I will click my refresh. I'll click this button. Can you see here, actually add a hash here, right? The reason is I forgot to add another one. The name attribute is used as a query string. Do you remember key value pair, the query string? This is gonna become the key, and whatever the value you put it here gonna become the value. Okay, suppose I call CS472. Okay, let's do one more time. Okay, suppose I submit. Can I see here have a query string? Username equals CS472, and this is our query string, right? So what is this key? This key is the value for your name attribute, okay? And what's this value? CS472 is whatever I type here. So here, okay. Do you understand this too? Okay. Now I will. Now I have a required here, right? I will do one more time. Required. Suppose I remove this thing, then I click submit. Okay. please fill out this field. And this is required to do. This is the checking by the HTML, which browser do the checking, okay? And we will see more usage in the future, okay? So basically, that's the thing probably you're gonna deal with. And now let's take a look at the next one. Oh, this one I will show you, okay. Input element is used to create many UI controls. An inline element, input are inline element, and must have a self-close, which is you need to have this thing, okay. This is option actually. Name attribute specify the name of the query parameters passed to the server. This one is talking about when I type something. This is the name attribute, the value for the name attribute, okay. If we do doing classic application, and then you have to have name attribute, which is this one, name attribute. Otherwise, the server side will get nothing. Okay. And type, which is this type, okay. The first value we see for the type is a text, which is the default one, but it can be a lot of them. It can be button, checkbox, file, hidden, password, radio, reset, submit, and others. We will see later, okay? The value attribute specify controls initial text, the one as we did here. Suppose this is my initial one, and you can give some others. Now let's take a look at the checkbox. Checkbox you probably use a lot, like accept the terms of control, the terms of what's the when you what's the when you yes, when you install a software, right? I have to accept the terms or something, right? Or when you log in, you sometimes have a checkbox that remember me. Okay, that's a checkbox doing there. It's a control that can be checked or unchecked. It's also an inline element. You can have 0 or 1 or many checkbox can be checked at one time. Okay, so here let's take a look at. You can also use checked attribute to initially have that one checked. We will see one example. Suppose I have one example here, which is let me add a div here. Because it's inline, this input is inline. Let me just put it here, okay. What's thing? Let's add a paragraph, okay. Your favorite vegetables, and then we will have what's thing? Input type here. If a checkbox, you must write a checkbox, okay. And also you can have a name attribute if you want to submit to your server side. And for us, it's unnecessary. Okay, name, which is tomato, this one, right? And tomato, okay. And we can have another one, input type is a checkbox. Name, what do I use just now here? Tomato, lettuce, pickles. Lettuce. This one? Lettuce, okay. And the last one, input type is a checkbox. And the name is pickles, okay. Okay, so now let's take a look at what's gonna become in the browser. I can just refresh this one. Oh, it's already here, right? You can see 3, and check for the checkbox. You can check 0, submit, no problem. I only have your name here, right? You can check 1, 2, 3, 4, like 1, 2. You see here, and see question, and tomato is on, lettuce is on. The reason on is because what? We didn't give values here. So by default, the value gonna be on, okay? Let's take a look at it here. You guys are confused, okay? Some students are confused, okay? When I click tomato and lettuce and I click submit, this is a URL, right? Submitted, right? Why it's like look like this way? The reason is because here, this is my query string, okay? This is my query string. All the things after question mark is my query string, okay? All the things after question mark, this part is our query string. And the query string will separate with ampersand. So now the first one, why uname equals CS472 is because here the value of a name attribute is uname. And why is CS472? Because the value here is CS472, okay? That's what, that's this part is because of this input, okay? But now why this one too? It's just now before when I submit, I check this one, right? I also check this one, right? Do you remember? And why this one has tomato is because the value of the name attribute is a tomato, understand? And why is this one is is because for this checkbox, do I have value? No, I didn't have value, so it's gonna use as a default one, okay? And why letters is because I checked this one, the value of name attribute is letters. That's and is because I didn't give value, understand? Now let me give a value here, then you will see difference. Value, I'll just using favor one, you got me? Just show you difference, okay? And here our value, which is favorite vegetable 2. You got this one? Now I will refresh. And I still click this 2. Can I see here? The tomato, the value is what's in? Favor 1, and the value is favor 2. So based on the value you give here, then the value in the query string gonna be different, okay? And we recommend when you have checkbox, you have the values here. Otherwise, it's all on. Okay, doesn't matter actually. Okay, so it depends. Okay. Yes. No, for this one is not. For this one is what thing? Empty. Because this is input text. That's a correct question. Let's answer. Kali, Kali was something. Okay, sorry. I know, but I couldn't remember in Thailand. Okay, Kali. Okay, this one. If I don't have value for uname, okay, I have to remove the required. Because if not required, if I have required here, it's gonna become have the warning. Okay. So that's a great question. Let's take a look at. Input text is different from that one, okay? So I click tomato, these two, right? And can you see here? Uname, what's the value here? Empty. You got it? Because you didn't type anything here. Okay, it's gonna be empty, which is different from the checkbox, okay? But if I type like a Tina, which is my name, okay? And you will see Tina here, okay? The reason I don't have others because I didn't check them, right? If I don't check them, then it doesn't show in the query string, okay? So
if we don't provide the empty for the value, username won't be there.
Oh, no, it's gonna have uname. You're gonna have uname. But the value here, when we get it from server side will get it empty.
Yeah, here we get the username and the empty value because in the code we assign
No.
default values.
No. It's the same. That's another question. Okay, so here because I have a value attribute, right? Now I remove value attribute. Okay, it's gonna be the same. Uname. Okay, because the value normally we don't put it. Okay.
Then why the checkbox are not coming?
Because I didn't check. That's the difference. That's another difference. The thing, the Nara asked is, see here, the inputs, I didn't put anything, right? And for the tomato, those checkbox, I didn't check, right? And the difference is when I click submit, we will have uname, but we don't have tomato lettuce those because checkbox indicated on or off. If I have if I have the what's thing? Suppose if I have a tomato equals empty, it will think you are on, but actually you are not checked. That's a different behavior, okay? See here, when I don't do anything, I have a username here, but a checkbox, I don't have anything. Because the checkbox is kind of like a special, when you have the question here, it will think it's on. So if you don't check, it will have nothing sent to the server side, okay? Oh, there's the last one I forgot to represent. You can have this one checked. And when you have this one checked, you by default you can have this one checked. Okay, that's the last one. Any other question you guys have? Okay, very good. If no, let's move on. Checkbox. Okay, here. This is another one called the radio button. The radio button and the checkbox are different. Okay, radio button is set of mutually exclusive choice, which means we have a group of something. You can only choose one of them. Suppose you want to make a payment, right? You have to choose either use PayPal one or check to use a credit card or other bank like a savings account, those, right? One of them, right? Checkboxes you can choose multiple. Okay, so radio is a mutually exclusive choice, okay? Must have a group, it is grouped by the name attribute, which means the name for the radio button, the value of the name attribute should be the same. I will show you later, okay? Must specify value for each one or else it will be set as 1. Then you cannot differentiate which one you are selected, okay? This is different from radio button, checkbox. Now let's, what do I use? Okay, payment, okay? Let's have a P, okay? Payment, okay? Let's see, still use input, but now type is what thing? Radio, okay? And let's see name. I'll use payment here, okay? Here use what thing? Visa, Master, American Express. All of them are credit card. Okay, so let's use a credit card. I will just do like this way, okay? Visa, right? Okay. Input type is radio. I will have a name equal. I will use first. This is the correct way, okay? And AMERS, American Express. Last one is what? Mastercard. Okay. Type is radio. Name is CC. Okay. And Mastercard. Okay. Now let's take a look at. Okay. First, for payment, see here. Okay, I can choose only one, right? I can choose only one, okay? But now let me submit, okay? Hey, can you see this CC is on? Can you see here? Now, if it's on, do you know which one I'm on the server side? Can you differentiate which one I actually choose? No, because I select a Visa is on. Do one more time, okay? I select a Visa is on, right? Then if I select Mastercard, you still will be on, right? So you cannot differentiate. That's why the slide say must specify value for each one, else it's gonna be on. You cannot differentiate. So for radio button, make sure you have a value, which is a Visa Express. I do like this way, okay? Master. Now, when we select this one, you have Visa here, right? So you know which one you are selected. You got me? Must have value. Next one. Make sure those names are the same. The value for the names are the same, because if not, okay, CC1, CC2, CC3, which is checkbox is different, right? Okay, this is 3. Okay, now let's take a look at. You got it? Okay, because it's radio button is a mutually exclusive choice. So how they group? Okay, they use the name attribute. So make sure when you radio button, the value for the name attribute are the same.
If we give the checkbox the same name, will it act like a radio button?
No, it's not. Okay, let's try. Okay, suppose I give it I give a tomato for all of them. Okay, I give all of them. Okay. Okay, but here is the difference. See here, you have a tomato favorite 1, tomato favorite 2, tomato on. You're gonna have 3, which is what thing you are tomato value, tomato value, tomato default is on. You have 3. Okay, so for the checkbox, actually doesn't matter if you give the value, but if you do like this way, you're gonna have problem. I select 2, right? Tomato on, tomato on. Do you know which one you selected? No, but if you give tomato, lettuce, pickles, even though the value is on, actually you can know which one you are selected. But we always recommend that you do what? You have the values added, you know? It's better, okay? You have values, okay? So you know which one you are doing, okay? We'll have 3, favorite 1, favorite 2, favorite 3. Okay. And when you do that this way, on the server side, they're gonna have an array, which is array on the tomato. Tomato, you have 3. Okay, but if you give different values like a tomato, lettuce, then you have to get it 1 by 1. You got me on the server side. Okay. So it depends. For the checkbox, it's a little bit flexible, but for the radio button, you have to have the name, the value for the name same, and the value must specify that. Otherwise, server side want to know which one you are picking. Okay. Any more question on the radio?
So can we keep selected after submit button?
Submit
button selected things are refreshing. Can you keep selected? Like if you select visa or and if you submit, then it's getting refreshed. Visa is not selected. Can we keep it selected after submit?
Why keep it? Why do we keep it selected?
Because user may know who is already selected after submitting.
You want this one being selected?
Yeah.
After submitting. You can do it. Okay, you can do it, but we have to do extra work because here we only do what? Here we are only on one HTML. What you can do is when after it goes to server side, you can do with JavaScript. Okay, you can do with JavaScript, but with HTML, what we have learned so far, you cannot, unless you do, unless you have this one checked. Okay, then it will always you have to, which cannot with the knowledge we have learned so far. What more new?
Yes.
He asked is let me
Because user will not looking the URL.
no, yes, I understand. Okay, this one we can do it, but with the current knowledge we learn, we cannot do it. Okay, so what he want is I click Visa, right? Or I click American Express. After I submit, I want to go back to the form and have this one selected. This feature is like when we do what? When we do editor user or editor information, you will have pre-filled information, right? Suppose I want to edit my account. When you go to edit, your pre-filled information is already there, right? That's the same as what you are trying to do. We can do it, okay? But we have to do extra work, okay? Either on server side or use JavaScript to do, okay? That's a good question, but unfortunately we cannot achieve so far, okay? But we can do future, okay? I will show you how to do it. Next one, text area. Text area define a multi-line text input. It's also an inline. They are all inline, okay? Because inline, you see here, all of them form in one line, right? They are inline. This one move to next line because this one are the paragraph, okay? Text area can hold an unlimited number of characters, and the text renders fixed with a font, which is a Courier monospace. The size of a text area can be specified using columns and rows. You can also use the CSS to specify width and height, okay? And we recommend use CSS instead of the thing here. Now let me show you text area. And it do have another another trick part. I'm not sure if it's same as before, okay, which is a comment. Let's do comment here. I do like this way, okay? And you can have a rows. I don't remember the default one, okay? I don't remember how default rows and columns for the browser ran to. And the columns, let's give 5, okay, like this, okay? Now I go to the page. Can you see here? Okay, and here's the different. Here's the thing. Okay, let me first show you this one. You can also use what? You can also use CSS to style. You know, one day, I was trying to. I was preparing for the course, right? Here are the rows and the columns, and I trying to somewhere. I also add the style. I said, why doesn't it change? Then I realized there's one over another one. Let's see. Let's take a look at here. Okay. Then I add a style. Okay. I said, why doesn't it change? I did have a width and height or something. Okay. Text area. Let's see which one wins. Okay. Width 200 pixel. 200 pixel and the height. Height is 100 pixel. Let's see which one wins. Okay. Oh, the CSS wins. Do you see here? Then let's say 5. Okay, because I think that is I changed it here, then I changed it. Then I realized here had a CSS applied there. Okay, here. Let me show you another thing. Okay, so when my cursor move here, see here, is it from the top left? See here, my cursor move here, right? Can you see here have some white space being here? The reason is same as that ULLI. If you remember, it has a white space. This is because here in my source code, if I move like this way, refresh, okay. Can you see the difference? Okay. And if you do like this way, you're gonna have some white space. Yeah. And when you submit, right, you're gonna have white space, lots of white space. So for text area, we recommend you just, or you have some predefined value there, or just do like this way. Otherwise, the user have to remove the white space to do that. Ask you another question. Does the text area here, when we submit those things, right? They all have a value, right? Does text area has a value attribute? Which means that text area here have value attribute. See here, those have value attribute. Does here have value attribute? No. Okay, because whatever you type here gonna become the value submit to your server side. See here. Oh, because I don't have a name attribute. Okay. Comment. You see, comment equal DDD doesn't have value attribute. This one has opening tag and closing tag. The thing between them gonna become the value you send to the server side. So it doesn't have a value attribute, which is different from like those. Okay, because the text between the closing and opening tag is a value. Doesn't have value attribute. Okay, no question. I'm going to move on. Label. Label associate nearby text with control. So you can click a text to activate the control. Okay. Normally can be used with a text box or radio button, or can be used with others. Okay. Let me see what I'm talking about here for the label. So here we have a checkbox. We have the visa. But now take a look at when I click letters, this word, is this one checked? No, only when I click here, it's gonna be checked, right? But normally we want to give a user a large range, okay, which is click the American Express is gonna be checked, right? So you can use the label. Okay, let me show you 2 ways to use label. The first way is very easy. You wrap it, use a label. Yep. First way, you wrap entire checkbox, use a label. Now let's see here. Can I see? This is the first way, you got it? And the second way. Second way is for like this way, okay. Let me show you. You need to have ID. Visa. AMEPX. Or second, this second way, either way you like. Just master. Okay. Then you can do what? I want to use this one. Okay, you can do like this way. Okay, let me use this one first. Okay. Label. You wrap the text you want to do the label. You got me? You wrap the text, which when you want to click, you want this one to be checked. You wrap the text, okay? And here in the label has something called the for. And what's the value of the for? Is the ID. What is that? Now let me show you others, okay? Label, okay? And have the MasterCard, right? And have this for master. This one, I made a mistake here. Okay, now let's see. Guys, see here. But if here you make this one to be Visa, okay, make sure you full correct one. Okay, see here. So it's based on the value of the for. Okay, so see here I make the Visa, right? Now when you click the Master American Express, you actually check it on the Visa because they are using ID to make the link. Okay. This one you can also do like this way. Take a look at here. Take a look at here. I add ID UNM and I have label UNM here. Okay. Take a look at the cursor inside here. Okay. Can you see here? It's a focus on the input text. Okay, that's the label is used for most. And you besides that label you can have extra styles on all the labels. Okay. Any more question on the label? Okay, if no, let's move on. Select, drop down. It has two parts, select and options. It's a menu of choice that collapse and expands. It's also inline. Option element represent each choice. Select also have disabled multiple and size. You can also have an optional selected, which is a set which one is initially chosen. Okay, now let's take a look at the select. Let's select how about the country? Okay. Let's do the courses. COURSES. Okay. Then in the select, you have to what? You have a option. We'll talk about object group later. Okay. Option and the between the opening tag and closing tag, that's the value you will see. That's the text you will see on the page. Okay. So we'll have CS472. Let's do FPP. Okay. Option, yeah, not option group. We'll have MPP. Let's do two more, okay. Option of WAP. Option, what's the WAA, okay. Let's do four, okay. If I do like this way, you will see an option here, like this, right? Option, okay. But now when I submit, probably you will see nothing. I put submit, let me put the submit at the end, okay.
The location of submit with what you're submitting. If you put submit.
Doesn't matter. Any button in a form gonna be, are you talking about location?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It shouldn't doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. Okay. I will click this one. I'll click DDD. See, all of them are carried. Doesn't matter. Okay. But usually you put at the end. Okay. Okay. Let's put it at the end. It feels ugly. Okay. So now let's take a look at. You can see, and by default, when you render, the first one gonna be the selected one. You can, if you want the WAP to be selected one, you make this one to be selected. So initially you're gonna have the WAP being C, okay? And now when I submit, did you see anything related to the WAP, anything? No, the reason is because what? The reason is because here you didn't give a name attribute, okay? Course, okay? And now let's take a look at here, okay? I give a name attribute. Now I will click submit again. You will have a course WAP, right? If I select what thing, if I select MPP, you have MPP, right? And if I select FPP, you have FPP. But did you see I have a value given? If you don't have a value given to each of the option, by default, it's gonna become the text between them, okay? But we recommend that you do give the value, you know? You understand me? If you didn't give the value, default, the value gonna become the value of the text, okay? Suppose we give a value here, okay? I just do one different, because I forgot the code for this one. So now when I submit WAP, you will see CS472. So if you don't give value, the value gonna become the text, okay? You also can give the size here. The size give 3. So initially you're gonna see 3. You got me? But you can only select one. You can only select one, okay? And if you want to, if you allow to select multiple, there is another attribute called the multiple. Multiple, okay? Then in this case, you can select a multiple. How to select a multiple? You press the control. Probably Mac is that what's the command? Okay. Then you have multiple, have a course FPP, course MPP. On the server side, you'll get an array. Okay. That's a select. Any more question on the select? Okay.
What if you want the initial to be blank?
A blank. You can do probably you can do like this way. Yeah, I have to remove the size 3, okay. But it's ugly. Yeah. Oh, because I use multiple. By default, multiple, it will allow you to do multiple. Okay, let me also remove multiple. You're going to do like this way. Normally, no matter what, you have to deal on the server side, which is exclude the default case. Okay.
The length of that, can you control the CSS?
Yeah, you can do CSS.
To control the size of.
Yeah, you can do. This one is demo by show by yourself. Okay.
So like we have the placeholders, or can't we have a placeholder here in the table?
This one don't have placeholder. Okay, you must use option to do. That's no placeholder. Normally, you will do like this way. That's a good one.
Sir, can you please go there?
Code.
Oh, yeah. For radio button, you wrap only the text, and for checkbox, you wrap on the radio on the checkbox.
Different ways to do the same thing.
We can also do the same thing for checkbox. Only wrap the text. Wrap, I mean level. You use level.
Yes, yes. But if you do like this way, it will do nothing. It will do nothing because you don't have the 4, you don't have ID. You must have a 4, have ID.
If you use for then it will work.
Yeah, the same thing, okay. See here, suppose you do on this one, then you can do here have a 4, let's say tomato. Then here you must have an ID, which is equals the same value as this tomato. Okay, this is 4. Okay, or either you directly just wrap them, it's gonna automatically do it. Okay. Let's works. Okay. Let me revert it back. Okay, just to show you different ways. The reason you do like this way, is this kind. You have a requirement like a. The reason you do like this one is suppose you have a text somewhere, and the radio button is in another place. You do like this way. Otherwise, just wrap it. Seems like a similar idea like this one username. Similar idea like a username. Then you click, it's gonna have here. Okay. Then you do 4. Or your text is under here. Then you click, it's gonna select here. Then you use 4 because you cannot wrap the entire thing. You got me? Okay. But for simple like a checkbox or radio button, normally we just wrap around. Use a label. The reason I do here is I show you different ways to do the same thing. Okay, let's do 2. What's the time? Let's hang in there a little bit. Let's finish all the HTML form. Then we have another topic, which is regular expression. Okay. So reset and submit button. This one talking about whenever you have a button inside the form, it's gonna become a submit button. Okay. Which means when you no matter the word, like I do sign up, and this one gonna become a submit button. Okay, whenever you have a button, sign up. Okay, but if I want to do a reset, you also can do like this way. Input type is submit. Value is login, suppose. Okay. Then this is also the submit button. Okay, if I do like this way, and when I click like you can see here is changed, right? This is also submit button. You can have also a reset button. Reset is when you do something wrong, then you want to go back to a default one, right? You guys, suppose I select letters, pickles, a visa, I click reset button. You see here goes back to the default mode. Okay, that's the reset button. Easy. Use as you want. Input type, hidden. This one talking about you probably use quite often, but you didn't realize it. Okay, I will put input hidden this one here. Okay. Input type is hidden. Okay, and the key value pair is already populated, which is for the hidden input, we don't expect the user to give the value. We will give when we render the page to a user. Okay, you will see later. Okay, in the future. Okay, which is CSRF. Okay, value like 1. I'll give some random values. Okay. Now, when I refresh page, did you see some that input thing here? No, right? But when I click login, okay, can you see this one? Can you see here? So input hidden can be used like a long time. If you have experience on classic application, we have to maintain the session for the user, right? One way we can do is use the hidden. So for every page, we'll pass this token to the server side. Server side will verify it's that user. Okay, this one we will use. There's one hack called the cross for region hack, which user will, when you click one image, right? User will, when you click an image on some forum, okay, it will mimic you. Like you are click, you are transfer money from Midwest one those, okay. So what that means is like this way. This one. This token, I think, remember, is like the name is like this one. Okay. What's gonna happen? Suppose we are on a browser. Browser can have many tabs, right? Many tabs, right? Suppose this one you are on Midwest one, okay? Okay, the tab. And you are on where? You are on transfer form, transfer money. You're gonna have from your account, which is a checking account, right? And two can be some bank account number, okay? And here have a submit button. You got me? You are on this page, and your Midwest one. You are not you did that, but you never logged out. You got me? So your session is still live, okay? Then you go to another website, which let's call dating, okay? Dating website. And here have a very beautiful lady, okay, here, okay. And when you go here, you click this button and your money is being transferred to their account. How did they do? When you see the button, when you see a picture here, right? Actually, this one is a form, exactly same as the Midwestern form. From is your account, to is to their account. When you click this button, you actually click the submit button. You got me? The form, every information is exactly same as your Midwest one. And your Midwest one, this tab is session is live, and the session can be shared for entire browser. So it's going to submit to your Midwest one. So how Midwest one kind of prevent this kind of hack, right? Yeah, it's called cross. It's called, it have special name called cross origin. No. I forgot the name. Okay, kind of like called the session ride actually. Okay, so how Midwest one do when to prevent? It will have an input, which is this one. It will have a hidden form, which is for when the form is generated. Okay, it's gonna have a hidden field there. Okay. And this hidden value is gonna be used by the Midwest one server side as a client. You know nothing. So what's gonna become? So when Midwest one, okay, see this value is called a one time. It's gonna be used one time. So when original user already submit this form once to the server side, this token is already been invalid. So even on the dating website, it copy entire form, but this token is already being used once, right? Midwest one will drop your request. So that is another usage of the hidden this thing. Okay. If you go to original WA has this one, how to fix. Okay, like Spring Boot WA, the website that will have is already built in. Use Spring Form. This thing is already built in. Okay, but as a user you cannot see it. Anyway, there's another usage hidden, which is later on you want to do edit, right? Edit our user information. But normally when we use we do edit, we don't allow user to edit what's the ID, right? ID we don't allow, okay, because that's unique to identify user. But when we do edit, we also need to know which user we are trying to edit, right? So you can use put the ID as hidden. When we submit to a server side, we can use a hidden ID to identify user, but user cannot edit the ID. You understand me? Okay, so it has plenty of usage of hidden. Just use when you need. Okay. Last two slides. Okay, let's hang it there. This one, I don't see being used quite often, but we do have a professor which already retired called Job Room. He was teaching he was teaching WA when he was here. Okay, all his demos he likes use this field set legend the thing. What's gonna happen is the thing. Okay, let me use CC2. Okay. Okay. Just to have a special styles there. Just to have this credit card, have this categorized. You got me? This is a field set. Field set will give you that box. You got it? And this legend, which credit cards, which is a credit card, put it here. You got it. If you need, just use it. Okay. That's not radio button we already covered. Okay. Last one. when you see those them, they are HTML5 new tags, okay, which is for picking color, range, data, all of them. But those things are probably not supported by all the browsers. Which browser supported them are differently. I will just show you here, okay. What's gonna happen is here I have div type is color. What's gonna happen when you type a color, you can pick the color. You got me? When you submit, you're gonna have a color. And then type the time, you can see here, you can pick the time. You got it? And the type of data time. Did you see the data time? Did you see any special thing here? No, that means this one is not supported by browser Chrome yet, because when we talk about when we talk about input type, color, type, range, type, date, this is a specification, right? Which means HTML5 specification say we have those things, but to be who implement them is each browser, right? Each browser will support them differently. You understand me? So for Chrome, data time is not supported any. It's not supported. Okay, I haven't implemented. So it's displayed as a text box here. And this one is date. Then Chrome supported. You can pick a date. And for the month, Chrome supported. Most of supported. Okay, week it's already supported. Okay, like a week. Let's take a look at Microsoft Edge. How many it is supported? Microsoft Edge is same, okay, data time is not supported. You can check Firefox, other browsers, okay? So use them as you want, okay? All of them is a type, just give different color, time, data time, okay? Use as you want.
Need for value. Need for name.
When you submit, you have to have a name. Otherwise, the server side do not get the values, okay? You need to have a name, okay? Oh, last one. Attribute selector, which is the last one. Do you remember we have so many selectors? Class selector, ID selector. This one is the last one. Because most of input element created by input tag, you can target them. Which how to do? Use element, which is input, and attribute, like a name is attribute, ID is attribute. The type is an attribute, right? Okay, so we can do, suppose we do like this way, okay? I want to for all the input, okay? Type is text. Suppose I have another one, okay. Your name, or let's do first name. This type is text, place text, and this one is the first name, okay. Suppose I have another, I have another one. This is the last name, okay. And this one is the last name. What I want to do, I want to have I have a special style for all the input type is a text, understand? How to do? You have input and have this one. And you give type text. You do, suppose I just have background color yellow, okay. And we go here. You have all the type text background color yellow, right? You got me? And here you can also use the type, you can use the value, you can use ID, you can use size, you can use any type attribute, which is a type of text. You can also use a name something, or let me have another one. Name is CC, how about this one? Background color. Let's see if we can do okay, red, okay. This one cannot see it. Because it's a radio button, this one didn't see it. Let's see, okay. Tab is the radio is because of you have oh, sorry guys. This one, for the type for radio button, the background color doesn't show it. Okay, let's see color. See color. See if we have. Yep. Oh, color also don't see. How about font? Font size, which is 50 pixels. Did it change? No. What kind of things we can add on radio?
And size.
There's no size. Oh, width and height. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Right. What's the 50 pixels? Let's see if it works. Oh, it works. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So, but you understand me, okay? You understand me the how to do the attribute selector, okay? That's the last one. Attribute selector. Let's skip this one. Okay, we already did this. Okay. So let's take a 10 minutes break. Then we come back for regular expression.
If see the attachment, it's called actually cross-site scripting. You say Windows Bank account form is open, then another browser or another tab is open.
Oh,
Or cross-site scripting.
oh, probably. Oh, yeah. Yeah, cross-site XSS.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's another one.
There are 10 top online.
No, let me think about it. No. XS probably is not. Let's see. Okay. No, XS is not this one. XS is not this one. Okay, I'm talking about is. I'm talking about this one. What I'm talking about this one, access is different. Okay, this one is injection. This one different. Oh no, this one is different. I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about this one. Okay. This one is different. This one is you are currently user, and you allow user to write make a comments, right? And the user will do what? User will write JavaScript in the comments, and you save to the database, and then you reload again. That JavaScript is being executed. Different. Okay, I'm talking about I'm talking about this one. This one is different one. Okay. Hey, is Muhammad here today?
Yes, I am here.
Muhammad Ali?
Yes, I am here online. Yes, sir. I am online, yes.
Can you say again, Muhammad? You join online?
Yes, I am online here.
Okay. Abdurrahman, which one is you? This one or this one? This one is you. Okay.
Yeah.
Abdurrahman, that's one missing there, right? Another Abdurrahman is not here, right? Okay, that you are Betty, right? Bellity? Oh, Betty. Anyway. Basil. BE. Yeah. Bellity, okay. And he's not online. Okay. If you are missing, I know, okay. I remember everyone's name, okay, and your location. So present, okay. If you need to join online, let me know you are joining online. Okay, now let's continue. The next session we are going to cover is talking about regular expression. And where to put a regular expression? It's a language independent. The one we can practice today is put where? Put inside the pattern. Do you remember in the input attribute? Here has a pattern, right? What's the value for the pattern attribute? Is a regular expression, okay? Let's go ahead. We'll specify a regular expression that the input element's value is checked against. The pattern uses ECMAScript, JavaScript flavor of regular expression. Doesn't matter, okay? Most of them are identical for all languages. Like Java, when you write a regular expression, it's gonna be same here, okay? The pattern attribute works with the following, like a text, which is input, type equal text. You can add a pattern. Type is a date, you can search, URL, telephone number, email, and password. You can all add a pattern attribute and have a regular expression there. By default, search URL, they're gonna have the email by default. If you use type equals email, the browser will have its own regular expression checking against that. And here, let's take a look at the first example, how to rotate, and we will explain what's inside one by one later, okay? So here, where to put type is text, then you can have a pattern, and inside use double quotes, have a regular expression here. And this one you're talking about have only 3 letters, and either capital A to Z or lowercase a to Z. We'll explain this one in a minute, okay? One by one. So basically, your regular expression, you put it on the pattern. So now, what is regular expression? Regular expression, regs, a description of a pattern of text, can test whether string matches the expression's pattern, and they are extremely powerful. Yes, very powerful, but difficult to read, okay? This is a regular expression and match an email address, okay? Regular expression is a language independent, which you can use in Java, you can use PHP, you can use JavaScript, HTML, C#, and other language. You can all use regular expression. And also many IDE, when we do search and replace, right? They all support a regular expression, okay? And like when we do, GitHub have a .ignore file, right? You can also put a regular expression there. And also the search, suppose here I search, you probably do this one Java, right? Then you search all the Java. They say also regular expression, okay? The star is means. Now let's take a look at basic regular expression syntax. Okay, the simplest regular expression simply matches any string that contains the text ABC. Okay, if I have regular expression ABC here, then it will match what? It will match any expression which will match have ABC content. So ABC will match, yes, and ABC DF will match. I have ABC, right? And this one DF ABC, I have ABC match, and I have which means like a string you have dot contents. Do you remember? Okay, contents method. Okay, this is but does this one match? No, because it's a capital. This is lowercase, doesn't match. And this one doesn't have continuous ABC, and this one have a space, and this one is not ABC. So those doesn't match. But here has one thing. We have to be careful. Let me write this down for you, okay? Five. I will just have a simple input and have a pattern, pattern equals what's the ABC, okay? Yeah. Submit. And I will have a name, which is, let's say, username, how about just doesn't matter, okay? And now, just now we talk about ABC, ADDF, those are match ABC, right? But here is one thing in HTML. HTML5 have implicit anchor and this $sign. So basically ABC, if we put there, is actually start with ABC and end with ABC, which means only ABC match. This one means start, this one means end. That means when I put ABC here, the only value which is I can have a title or something. I couldn't remember. Okay, let's see. Okay. ABC. It is submitted successfully, right? Please match the request format. But based on our slides, it says it should match this one, right? Because we have ABCDF, we have ABC inside, right? The reason why when we put in HTML, this pattern doesn't work is because in HTML5, when we type ABC, it actually it's actually like this one, which means start with ABC, end with ABC, understand? Because HTML5 have implicit anchors. This one, what's the name of this one? Carrot. I think it's a I think it's this one. Carrot. This one. There's here a mark. Okay, this one. Okay, carrot. Okay, but because it has implicitly this one, which means start, and this $sign means end. Okay, so when we type ABC here, it actually is this one. You got me? That's why it only ABC allowed. Understand? Okay. But generally, we don't talk about HTML5. Generally, we think ABC will match all those, which means contents. Understand? Okay, that's it. Regular expression are case sensitive. That's why ABC and this capital ABC doesn't match. Okay, now wildcard, a dot will match exactly one character except the line break. So here, when I have this, the .oo.y, okay? It means it will match D, which is D will match this dot. OO is continued on this OO, right? And this C will match this dot. Understand? Okay, and say Goofy, Looney, you got what I mean? Dot represent any character. Okay, like 1, 2, 3 also match.
I think one more characters, you put more those.
This is one way, and that's one way, and we'll see other ways. Okay. If Jeremiah ask if I want to have a DBOOCY, right? How to do? You can have 2 dots there, and we do have other ways. We'll see in future, okay? And the special characters. When we have this, what's the pipe? It means O. So if I have regular expression like this way, it means what? Matches ABC or DEF or G. Okay. Here I have a silly question. There's no and symbol. Why not? This one means or, but we don't have and symbol. Why not? Because when you connected, that means and, right? See here, this one means N and B and C, right? Okay, there's no and, okay. And here, parentheses, okay, or some people call open bracket, okay, it's called open parentheses, for grouping. So take a look at this one. This one will match what? Homer Simpson or Marge Simpson. And here I have what's thing, white space, okay. This means when you have a group, when you choose one from them, okay, choose one from them. And the backslash will start an escape sequence. This one talking about suppose I have a requirement, okay. I want to match this, which means I want to match a string, which is A, this one, and B. This pipe, but we know pipe has a special meaning, right? Special meaning is what? Or. But I want to match this pipe, so you have to escape. What to do? A backslash this B. That is this backslash doing, okay? Because many characters must be escaped to match them literally, like the slash, like a dollar sign means the end, right? If I want to match a dollar sign, then you have to do escape, use backslash, understand? Like if you want to match the two parentheses literally, then you have to use backslash. Otherwise, they represent as grouping. That says backslash doing.
So you have to put for both the opening and the closing brace?
Yes, yeah, both of them. One before, one and after. Again, back. Let's see. Okay, if I do 2, doesn't match. Okay, because one is to escape, one is for the literary that character. Okay. Good. Now let's Jeremiah's question. Okay, if I want to match more, right, 2 dot works. But if I want to have 10, you probably put 10 dots. Doesn't make good, right? So we have quantifies. Quantifies looks like do in your MPP or something. You have a class diagram which has a multiplicity. Yeah. 1, 2, 0. This is the same thing. Okay. Like when we have asterisk, it means 0 or more. Suppose I do A, B, C, asterisk, right? This is gonna do this asterisk only applied on the C, so it will match AB, which means 0 part, right? And ABC, which means this asterisk means 1. This star means 1, and I can match ABCC, which is 1. Okay, 2. Okay, and ABCC and ABCC. You got me? Which means like this way. Suppose I do ABC, this one, right? It will match what's thing? AB, which means C is that asterisk 0 more, right? 0, okay. ABC, it means 1, right? And AB, C, as many as you want, okay? You got it, sir? Okay. No. Because it means ends. You don't have D. This one, if you want to have A, B, C, D, then you can do like this way. Then it's gonna be match what? A, B, C, doesn't matter how many C. At the end, you have to have a D. You got it? Okay, so no D, okay. This one, it means this C character can appear 0 or more times, okay? Next one, suppose I want to have a BC, because if I just direct only C can be repeated 0 or more times, right? If you want to have more, you do like this. This is gonna be A or ABC, ABCBC. You got me? Okay, which one? This one talking about? If I have this one, it means this BC can be appear 0 or more times. So in this case, gonna become like A gonna match, right? Or A, B, C gonna match. But if I type A, B, C, C, doesn't match. Okay, you have to do B, C, B, C. You got me? Okay. Take a look at this one. This is your GeoMath question. Suppose I want to have multiple characters and they are different, right? Because what the dot represent? Any character, right? Except the line break. And this star means what? 0 more, right? So when I do like this one, dot, B, I'll do B, okay? You got me? That means you have something started with A, end with B, and between them doesn't matter except the line break. Okay. So here it's gonna match A, B, right? Which means I don't have any dot between them, right? Okay. And I can match B. Okay. You got me? Do any question on this one? Dot means any character except the line break. This one means 0 or more. Okay, so any character yeah, more.
Do we need dot in there?
Do we need to have dot there? Yeah, you must have dot because if I do like this way, they are different. This one will represent A multiple times. Okay, and this end with B. Okay, if I have a dot here, it means what? Some string started with A, end with B. Between them, except the line break, all other are accepted. Different. Let me show you. Okay, if I do like this way, it will only accept strings, which is B, fine. Okay, A, B, fine. A, B, fine. You got me? But you cannot do A, B, C. You cannot do A, C, D, A, D, then B. Not fine. Got me? But if I do dot here, dot means any character. Then A, the one A, the B. Fine. They're different, okay? Plus means 1 or more. You got me? So here it's gonna this one match A? Does this one match A? Character A? No, right? No. Let me show you. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. If we do like this one, it will match A, right? Because 0 more. But if I change this one to B plus, it at least BC, at least once. Okay. That match, right? You might at least have 1 BC, okay? Because they say 1 or more. Got it? Got it? And a question mark, 0 or 1. Question mark. E only match 2, A or ABC. Okay. Only match 2, A or ABC. Okay. If I type A, B, C, B, C, because it's twice already. Okay. Only 0 or 1. Okay. Next one. More quantifiers. Minimum, maximum means between minimum and maximum occurrence. Okay. So when I have A, B, C 2 and 4, it will match A, B, C, B, C twice. A, B, C, B, C, B, C 3 times. A, B, C, B, C 4 times, which is this B, C can only repeat at least twice. Maximum is 4 times. Okay, let's do it. So this is 0 more. We can do a thing. 2, 2, 4. You got me? So it will support what? Previously support you. Go away. Okay. A doesn't support, right? B, C doesn't support because only once. We have to at least twice. Okay. B, C support, right? And A, B, C, B, C, B, C 3 times support. Okay. A, B, C, B, C, B, C, B, C 4 times support, right? But if I have another B, C, fail because you did 5 times. Got it? You can minimum or maximum can be omitted to specify any number. So if I have a 2 and don't have a maximum, that means a 2 or more. This one means 1 or more, right? 1 or more. Suppose you want to have like a 3 or more. There's no, you can do like this way. So it at least BC at least 3 times. Got it? 3 or more. And this one means up to 6. Okay. If I don't have minimum, that means up to 6. Okay. Let's demo 3 or more first. Okay. A, B, C. You can see it's wrong. Okay. B, C. Wrong because I said 3 or more. Okay. So I have a B, C. This is 3, right? Ah, okay. And A, B, C. I have another B, C. 4. Doesn't matter, right? Like a B, C, B, C, B, C, B, C. You got me? 3 or more. Then if I do like this way, this one up to 3. Okay, so I have A supported, A, B, C supported, A, B, C, B, C 2, right? A, B, C, B, C, B, C 3, right? Then if I do A, B, C, B, C, this is 1, 2, 3, another B, C. Okay. Let me one more time. Okay. That this one supported by my A, B, C 3, B, C. Eh? Did I make something wrong? Oh, this one because I have a comma here. Let's see, try one more time. Okay, guys. This one I didn't test. Okay. Okay, let's try this one 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, probably this syntax done supported by HTML pattern. Yeah, we tested something done supported. Okay. I guess this one done supported, guys. See here. Did I use the correct one? Okay. Oh, I guess this one is not supported by the HTML pattern. It's part of the regular expression, but not supported by the pattern. Okay, but we just do like this way. Okay. Not then this one not in the exam. Okay. Let's do exactly 3. See if it works. Okay. Because this one works, right? But just this one doesn't work. That means it doesn't support. Okay. HTML. We say exactly 3, right? Okay. A, B, C, B, C. Support. You. This one exactly 3 doesn't support. See here. Oh no. I have 4. Oh, support. Okay. Oh, that scared me. 2 doesn't support, right? 4. 3 is supported. 4 doesn't support. Yeah. Exactly 3. B, C, B, C. Okay. So the answer. B, C, B, C, B, C. Oh. Let me try one more time. A, B, C, B, C, B, C. Okay. Supported. Okay. Supported. Okay. So this one not supported. Okay. These 2 supported. Okay. This one caret and end. This one caret represent beginning of a string of a line and end represent the end. But HTML5 have implicitly already added for you, so it must start and end. Okay. So if I have a JS, it means it contains like a string contains. And if you want to start with, you have to add a caret here. Start with JESS. Okay. And this one means end with JESS. And if we do like this one, it means what? Start with mart, end with a step, and between them, any character, okay, except the line break, okay. But HTML5 by default has that thing, okay. Oh, we have some exercise now. Grouping. Group characters into character set. We'll match any single character from them. Think about it. Suppose you want to support something which is from A to F. I want to support something is between A to F. I want to support all the A, B, C, D, E, F, any character between them. One way is you do all, right? One way you do all, right? The other way, you can put them between them this bracket. Okay. Between them bracket, you can match any string which is B art, C art, D art. Okay, it's the same as you do like this way. But what's the benefit of this one? What's the benefit? Is later on we will see another example which is here. Suppose I want to select, I want to support for match all the what's the lowercase character from A to Z. One way is A, B, C, D, E, F. One way because you can write A, B, C, D, E, F like this way, right? Which is ugly, right? Then you can do A to Z, have a hyphen. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so this one is for grouping. Here is something special. Inside the bracket, many of the modified keys act as normal characters. Do you remember when we talk about this asterisk means 0 or more, right? And when we use question mark means 0 or 1, right? But when we put inside the bracket, it means the literally means asterisk, question mark, and there. So what that means is if I do like this way, it means what? It was what kind of string gonna match? WHA, okay, WHAT, WHTTT, like this way, right? But if I do like this way, it means what? It means WHAT. This one, literally. Smaller, right? But if I use WH, do you understand now? So this some characters inside this bracket just literally represent that character, no special meaning anymore. Okay, that is this line talking about. Okay, now I have a question for you guys. Don't look at the slides. Okay, you can grab a paper. I'll give you like 1 or 2 minutes. Write an regular expression match DNA. DNA string are constructed from alphabet A, C, G, T. As example, this one is which means DNA is pick one character from A, pick one character, any combination of A, C, G, T, any combination. Okay, but they at least have A, at least have C, at least have G or T, one of them. Don't think too difficult, okay? Because I also don't know DNA. Just any character A, C, G, T appear as many as you want, but at least A, C, G, T, one of them appear there. Finish. Okay. This one we go easy solution. Okay. So we just think the easiest one. We can do like a ACGT, right? You can do like this one. B, T. At least one plus one from them, right? Oh, there's we learned about the bracket, right? Then you can use ACGT, right? This one requirement is not that clear. Okay. We will see more clear the example later. Okay.
At least one ACGT.
No, I mean 1A, 1C, 1G, 1T, one of them.
The DNA pattern should contain at least one.
I don't know exactly. Okay, we just mimic kind of like pick one from them. Okay.
So the result of that would be you can put the A at any time.
Yeah.
G at any time.
Yeah. We this one not very clear. We will see more clear example.
If we were to put this in
Follow
the
the pattern ACGT.
No. This one pick any from them. Pick any from them. Pick any one. No, this pattern is not followed.
it can be only A.
Yeah, it can be I don't know. I don't know DNA. Okay.
I'm saying if you were to submit it in the browser, it would only A
Yeah.
be valid.
Yes. Yes. One from them.
If we want that at least one of, at least it must have A, it must also have one C, one G, it must have one of each of them.
ACDP should be present at least once.
Yes,
You want all of them at least.
at least, yes, like always at least.
How to do it?
Yeah.
How to do it?
He's asking.
Yeah. I'm asking you. But this one has another problem. Okay. This one at least A once, at least C once, at least G once, at least T once.
Yeah, but the problem this one must be that order. You mean you can't interchange.
Then you can do let's see. Okay. Pick one from them, right? Then we can interchangeable, right? A, C, G, T. Let's see, okay. A, C, G, T. This one is one from them.
Bracket is one.
We can do, but it's gonna be a little bit like more work to do. Okay. At least has a one A, at least has one C, at least has a one G. Okay. How about let's figure it out later. Okay. You need a little bit of think. Okay. I will do it later. Okay. After lunch. Okay. Now let's continue. Inside the character set, specify a range of characters using A to Z. It will match any lowercase numbers, and this one match any lowercase. This one will match any capital case. This one will match any numbers, right? Okay. There's another one. When you have a caret, not inside the bracket, it means start with, right? But if you have a caret inside the bracket, it means we are match any characters, but not ABCD listed here, okay? Which is exclude ABCD. This one means A doesn't match, B doesn't match, C doesn't match, D doesn't match, but anything else. Oh, sorry, one character we want to have D. Oh, D match, okay, which is exclude. And inside the character set, this thing must be escaped. So what that means is this hyphen. Oh no, it's called hyphen. This one is also called hyphen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this hyphen or called this minus sign. It means between, right? Which have a special meaning. But if I really want to match this hyphen inside the bracket, you have to do a escape. You understand? This one, you have to do escape, okay? And it will, this one, which means one from them, okay? And 0 to 9 will match any digit, okay? So it must match an option 1 to plus or minus followed by at least one digit. Oh, now have a question for you guys, okay? We will do example test, okay? Write a regular expression match letter grades such as A, which gonna be look like this, okay? It will match what thing? A plus A minus, B plus B minus, and B and B minus. Let's C plus C minus, and we don't have E, and F plus F and F minus. So write a regular expression match all those. There's no D, there's no E. I remember we have. Did you finish? Okay. So we only have 4 characters, right? And we just pick one from them, right? You can do A, B, C, F, which is one from them, right? And this one can be appear 0 or 1, which is either this one appear as this one appear or, which means plus, minus, this one question mark, right? No, I'm not using bracket.
Don't we use the escape? on the
Yeah,
back?
you can use this one. It's all right.
If you put
Makes sense. This one, or this one, right?
Always required, right?
Which one?
Oh, okay.
I use this one. I use the parenthesis. Parenthesis you have to use all. This one is use a bracket. Bracket one from pick one from them. which is I have a backslash to escape.
But you said whenever you put a hyphen, you must escape.
No, the thing I hyphen I said is inside here. This hyphen must escape to be matched, which is inside the bracket. Because inside bracket I have special meaning, but without bracket, it's then I have special meaning.
The cards more than once.
This one doesn't support for you want to do like this one,
A plus and then A.
like this one.
Yeah.
This one doesn't support because this one only pick one from them and then combined with one from them. I don't have A after it. You want to support or you want to test? We don't have another A after it, so it won't support for what you are talking about. If you want to, this one, what? Why supported? Eh? No, let me see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Plus minus question mark. Hey, this one theoretically is already matched here, right? And this question mark should only match this part, right? So there's no more A, okay? But I'm not sure why support. Doesn't match.
It's the next one.
Doesn't support. Hey, but why that one support? Because I don't have anything after it. This one only pick one, and this one, this one is belongs to this part. Okay, but
The question mark we can use inside curly braces 0 or 1.
oh yeah, you can use this one. Like this, yes, you can do. I'll do that one, the other one, the or later, okay. And you can also escape the sequence, like they also have some special sequence character set, okay, like a backslash D, it means 0 to 9. And this backslash capital D, it means non-digit, anything else. And backslash W, it means A to Z, and also include underscore 0 to 9. You don't need to remember, you just use with those things, okay. And this one is not any non-word character. And this one will match any white space character, like those, okay. This one is non-white space. Okay, last one. Write a regular expression match a dollar amount. Write a regular expression will match at least $100, which means write a regular expression which is greater than $100.00. Okay. You must also have this part, okay. You must also have this dollar sign, okay, and greater than $100.00. Okay.
Only $100 or any?
At least greater than, greater and equal than this one, which means it can match 101.0001, match 1002.08, something like that. Did you guys finish? Let's take a look at, okay. So it means at least 100, right? So we have to do is first we have to make sure we match a dollar sign. And dollar sign has a special meaning, which means end, right? So we have to backslash. And also this one you cannot start with 0, right? Because you cannot say do 0, 0, 0 like this, right? So it must be 129, right? And you also must sure that it has at least 2 digits here. You got me? At least 2 digits, right? So we'll do at least 2 or more, right? You got me? Because if I don't have at least 2, if I directly use 129 and black D, then it will match the 110. Okay, you got me? but they say they must at least greater than 100, right? So here, oh, no need to take a picture because in the slides have solution, okay? Just do from scratch with the guide to make sure. Then we have to match this dot. Dot have a special meaning, which is any character, right? So you need to escape. Then here, after this, it doesn't have any special requirement. It means 2 digit. 2 digit, exactly 2, like this, right? Any question? Okay. It has a solution here, okay? Has a solution here. And for others, we just take a look at. You don't need to write this difficult design regular expression in the exam. Okay, I'll give you already open some exercise for you. You can do later by yourself. Okay. So here, which is email. Actually, when you use a type email, the browser already has the regular expression checking on the email. But if you want to have your special email format, then you can do. So for this one, what we do is what's the? This one is a plus sign, which means before the @ sign, I have any character between them, right? You can have 1, A or A to Z, pick one, or 0 to 9, pick one, or dot, or plus, or minus, or this underscore, one of them, right? Did you get this one? This one of them. Then we have @ and the before the dot, we have something which is A to Z or 0 to 9 or dot or the hyphen, one of them. Okay, at least one. And after dot, we have A to Z, either 2 character or 3 character, right? Which is kind of like a simple email. And for the search,
Plus has no backslash.
this one means 1 to more. This one means 1 to more. This one means plus itself. I'm talking about this one. This one is because see this bracket, it means 1 character from them, 1 to more. Okay, and same as this one. This one means 1 to more. Okay, and for the search, yes, we have a pattern like here. Have you guys heard about it called a SQL injection? Yeah, because when we do SQL injection, we don't allow people to write the code. You understand me? When we do a search, we don't allow people to do like this thing. Which this thing or this thing, we don't allow people to write when, especially the first character, we don't allow them to do, because otherwise you will have a SQL injection problem. And in this example, which is to do what? Which is when we do a search, provider search, we exclude these quotes, single quote and double quote. Here have using another way to do, which is this one exclude, right? And this X24 will represent a single quote, and this one will represent a double quotes. That's why we put these 2 here, which exclude a single quote, double quote, and all others are supported. Last one is simple. Last one is URL. It do have a type of URL, but you do can have pattern, which means the URL, we're gonna start with HTTP or HTTPS, right? And have a 2 column and a // right? So what happens, HTTP, and see this S, I have a question mark, which means 0 or 1. So either HTTP, HTTPS, and we have a 2 column, and we have a // right? And after that, anything else, you want to have HTTP URL, okay? It can be more advanced, but here just a simple example, okay? Now finish, sorry, we are getting a little bit late. In the afternoon, we let me finish, okay? Today homework, which one? This one. You have 2 homework. This one, they are the same, because some the people use the MacBook. MacBook don't support this format, so we put it here. Just write a form, HTML page, look like this. And here have a drop down, you can put anything you like. And here is drop down, you can put anything you like, okay? And have just practice input and those select box and those text area. Okay, and if you finish early, in the test quiz, you should have another exercise, which is for writing regular expression. And anything in the test quiz are not a part of your grading, just for your practice. Okay, so let's do a quick meditation and we go for lunch. Okay. Now let's close our eyes. We will do a very quick meditation. Thank you, Aaron. Start. Thank you. See you in the afternoon at 1:45.
Just give me 1 minute. Let me open my computer. I've closed it. Share with me to you. Just a minute. Just a minute. 833. And 6 3. 7 0. Capital small. 820. Okay. Three. Another B. Yeah. And for 10 0. Where is it for? This one, which one? This one, because I need to. Yes. Yes. What is this search? What was installed on your computer? Wondering what was installed on your computer that is asking for this. By adverts. Yeah. Let me uninstall this. But I'm not quite sure nothing strange was installed. I'm going to trust that if I can install anything that is unnecessary. Let's just try to send it again. So now it's going to go back. We back to thinking update. And now they'll be showing. So let me now do the backup plan. Just step one thing before. This is for. What is the look at this? So now I see this is full for sure. You can see it's only 50 remaining of 150. Usually, when I set up your computer, I should have put tally on D instead of putting it on C. It's fine. Let me see if I can adjust this for you to give some space. The equivalent shillings. Can check here. There it is. You like it when these WhatsApps keep popping up like this? I think it's going to have to restart the computer. No, as soon as I do this, you will restart. And restarting everything should be okay. Managing. We're managing. I can comfortably say that we are managing. Because so far it's failed, so. So. we manage. I think why. Which ticket? Both. I come across them, but they're new. I just listed. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So now it's going to do what is going to do. We're going to have to restart. So it will do the first half of the operation. Then we restart again with the span of the operation. This will allow us to create space for you to do everything else. Yeah. That means, yeah, I'll go off. So what you need to do now first is for you to close any other application that you, if you have any Word document that's working on, first close it so you can restart. And okay, let's explain what's happening right now. This is your storage, second storage. So your documents, your everything else is okay. And you can see it has 358 GB free, 471. So it is relatively empty. On the other hand, here, local disk C only has 2 GB free, 400 GB. Primarily, this local disk C only has the operating system and a few programs. So it is seldom goes beyond more than 50 GB. But I am confident most of the stuff that is in this is because of the quality and the few other things here and there that occupy a lot of space. And because we're going to migrate Tally, what we're going to do is we're going to try and create space. What we're going to do now is we want to recover space from here, from it. It's now 117 GB. I want to make it maximum to 50. So shall we cover about 120 GB? But 120 GB, we assign it to local disk C. That's the total of local disk will be now about 200 and something GB. And then you have enough space to. That's the natural problem to do. So what we want to do now is before we can expand this, we must first shrink this one. So the first operation is going to be to shrink this. After it has shrunk, then we shall go here and then expand here. So what I'm going to do now is initiate the shrinking. Not to 70, I want to take it down to 250. It's going to happen now. So we shall go around 120 GB. Generate which we're going to recover. We shall now assign it to the. So it's going to take some time to do this. It's going to be started. I think you just let me know when it is done. Yeah. It's now 12:45. I'm just going out for lunch. Now I think I'll be there about 30 minutes or 45 maximum. Yes, once it's off, it's going to restart and it's start running an operation. As long as it's just going to start run the operation of doing the right testing. After it has finished that, we have to open like normally. But when it opens normally, you'll see when it opens normally, if you check here, you will see this has been reduced from 370 to 200 and something. Then this will remain the same. Everything else remain the same, but you'll see an extra. The likely you'll see an extra space that's just unallocated. You might not, but there'll be an extra slope still unallocated. But it will work like nothing has changed. Everything should be normal. Yeah, everything should be normal. So you don't have to worry about anything else. Everything will just be. Then after lunch, I can make it up again, and then we shall make the final adjustments. So let me get off the lunch. I'll be back the next 30 minutes.
Online thing, they are not, all online.
Share the password. Even in mathematics, the password. So, fine. Three. Three. Let's do. So now I'm going to do. Fine. Get them to sleep. Yeah. Unless you want me to do something about it. But let's look at that because usually the way he is would actually the collection. Have any story that you want to keep and always with you. It should bother you in the night. How about you? But one thing that's going to sort of big. So you really have one push open and look at the sandwich. I think you can understand the order. That's. Done. I think it is true now, lots of work, so it is also. See, shouldn't it your own video and use it?
Everyone's a lucky you put on the Everyone's a lucky to put on Get seconds. People are right on. What next? Before the